All right, you've built your app, you've gotten great feedback, and now you're on the verge of launching. This is a thrilling moment, but also one where a few mistakes can cause a lot of headaches. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a 5-item pre-launch checklist for your Bubble app. These are the critical steps that will ensure your launch is smooth and your app is secure and ready for real users. Let's dive in. The first checklist item is live settings. This is a big one. The biggest mistakes founders can make is forget that their live app is a separate universe from their development environment. This means any third-party services you're connected to, like payment processors, email services, or any other APIs, they need to be reconnected using their live keys. So go to your plugins tab in Bubble, and for any plugin with an API key, or even within the API connector, you're going to see a section for both development and live keys. You have to paste in those live API keys so that everything continues to work properly in the live environment. Some services are actually going to have separate keys for the different environments. Other services may actually use the same key for both. If you're using a payment plugin like Stripe, for example, your test charges will only work in the development environment with your test keys. But to process real live transactions, you're going to need your live Stripe keys for that. So those are going to be two separate values for those fields. Next, remember that your app's live URL is different from the development URL. If you have any workflows that send out emails or webhooks that reference your app's URL, like a password reset link or a verification link, you need to make sure you're using the correct web address. And finally, your live database is completely empty when you first deploy your app. So if you have any data tables that need to be pre-populated, for example, a list of categories or preset user roles, you have to go into your live database and add them in. You can either manually add those entries or copy them over from the development database. Checklist item number 2, privacy settings. This is a non-negotiable step for security. Every single Bubble app must have privacy rules enabled for sensitive data. If you don't, you could be exposing private information to anyone who knows how to look for it. So in the Data tab, go to the Privacy section, and any data type that contains sensitive information like user, order, or again, any other data that would have personal details, you have to set up rules. And if you have any public backend workflows so that external systems can send webhooks to your app, double check those privacy settings as well, and disable that option if you have any backend workflows that do not need to be publicly exposed. A secure app builds trust, and trust is what you need to grow. Okay, real quick here. If you're finding this helpful, we have so much more to teach you over in our free extended workshop at coachingnocodeapps.com/workshop, where we'll guide you through our 4-phased approach for going from idea to app. So if you're looking for a start to finish guide, go ahead and register for that workshop right after this video. You'll get immediate access. For now, let's get back to our lesson. Checklist item number 3, set up analytics. Analytics are a compass for your business. They tell you where your users are going, what they're doing, and where they're getting stuck. Setting up a tool like Google Analytics is crucial, but the key is knowing what to look for. Every app is going to prioritize different metrics in different ways. And depending on whether your app is internal facing or public facing, right, that can also create different priorities. So for a public app, you should be focused on the user funnel. How many people land on your homepage? How many of those sign up? And then how many of those become active users? You want to pay close attention to the bounce rates on those key pages. Versus for an internal app, a tool for your team or a specific group, your metrics might be more about engagement and efficiency. Are people logging in daily? Are they using the new features that you built? Is the app actually saving them time on a specific task? Understanding your key metrics before you launch ensures you have a benchmark to measure your success against. Checklist item number 4, the welcome email. The first 24 hours after a user signs up are the most critical for retention. A well-crafted welcome email is your most powerful tool to get them to return. So the purpose is to onboard the user and get them to their aha moment as quickly as possible. The intended outcome is a user who is engaged and understands the value of your app. So your welcome email should welcome them personally and thank them for signing up. It should remind them of the problem you solve. It should provide a clear call to action, right? Don't just say log in. Say log in and create your first project, or log in and invite teammates. And it should also offer a path for help. This could be a link to your help documentation or a way to contact you directly. This small automated step makes a huge difference in converting new signups into active users. Checklist item number 5, schedule your launch. Your launch isn't a single click of a button. It's a planned event. Okay, so don't leave it to the last minute. The most successful launches have a clear schedule for the day. This means scheduling your social media posts ahead of time to announce your launch across all your channels. It means preparing and scheduling an email to go out to anyone who has expressed interest in your product during your beta testing phase. It means writing a blog post announcing the launch and your journey so far. By scheduling everything in advance, you can focus on what really matters on launch day, celebrating your hard work and engaging with your first wave of public users. So there you have it, 5 critical steps for your Bubble pre-launch checklist. These are going to set you up for a much more successful and professional launch. All right, I hope that was helpful. And if it was, don't forget to register for that free extended training over at coachingnocodeapps.com/workshop. You'll get immediate access as soon as you register. And the link for that is in the description below. Okay, happy building.